I just soloed Borderlands 4's entire campaign on hard mode with this insanely fun Kinetic bleed build, and honestly, it might be a little OP. Enemies literally melt in seconds, and I'm still steamrolling endgame content. Greetings, Vault Hunters. Borderlands 4 is here, and yeah, it's got its issues, but the build diversity is absolutely insane. Today, I'm showing you the exact build that carried me through my first solo hard mode playthrough with Vex. And once you see the bleed stacks in action, you'll never underestimate non-elemental weapons again. Quick disclaimer, I don't have perfect god roll legendaries yet, but this build is so strong it really doesn't matter that much. We're focusing on kinetic damage and Jacob's weapon crits, with minimal action skill usage. Pure shooty madness. Vex has a special passive where she becomes attuned to whatever element her current gun is, which changes her melee and certain action skills, but we're going to mostly stick to kinetic, where the magic happens. Our foundation is the incarnate tree, and it all starts with grave sights. This kill skill gives us handling and gun damage every time we drop an enemy, and since Borderlands throws hordes at you constantly, this stacks up really quickly. I grabbed the Geistwave modification early because it makes the action skill more reliable, but the real star of the show is Bloodletter. This is the skill that breaks the build. Bloodletter gives our kinetic damage a bleed effect that can stack. Combine this with the Jacob's ricochets, and you can watch entire groups of enemies just disappear. The damage is honestly ridiculous. Next skill up is Material Components, which gives us more kinetic damage. Then we rush down the right branch to grab Grave Harvest. This augment spawns these little orbs when you get kills, and here's the genius part. Mortal Terror makes kill skills trigger on crits as well. So even when your action skill is down, you're still generating these orbs for health and elemental damage. Now you could rush the capstone here, but honestly this build works so well without it that I actually recommend getting Essence Leech and Blood is Power first. More lifesteal, more kinetic damage, we've got something going here. The capstone I'm running is called Heart Piercer. It turns your Eldritch Blast into a spammable piercing attack that costs health instead of having a cooldown. Yeah, you can hurt yourself if you're not too careful with it, but it fully heals you when activated and the damage output is pretty crazy. Coming back up top, Leeching Attunement is incredible once you have lifesteal going. While attuned to kinetic, you get increased lifesteal and reload speed. The synergy is really nice. Drinkful, Mortal Terror, and Strike Me Down round out our build. The free fight for your life from Strike Me Down is game-changing, and I actually was able to stack it with a legendary shield that I found that gave me another free fight for your life, which kind of made me immortal for like half the campaign. I finished off with Grave Implements instead of Enchantment because I barely use my action skill anyway, so it felt more consistent, but you could go with either of these. For weapons we want to look out for, the Jacob's Assault Rifles and Snipers are the bread and butter, although the SMGs get pretty nasty with the Drink Full active, and the Jacob's shotguns are also really good. The ricochets can headshot and inflict bleed, and it's just beautiful chaos. Look for Jacob's enhancements that give crit chance or ricochet chance on non-crits, as these will add even more damage. And for class mods, I found this insane legendary that buffs Vex's damage for each element she's attuned to. I haven't found anything that's really specific to the build I'm running, but it still works. And I'm actually thinking about building an entire multi-element build around this class mod. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. This has been carrying me through everything Borderlands 4 can throw at me. And honestly, it might be a bit too strong. The bleed stacks just melt bosses in seconds. Borderlands 4 has been pretty crazy so far. Lots of fun, but there's definitely some controversy and technical issues that need to be ironed out. If this build guide helped you, or if you enjoy this type of content, consider hitting the like button and subscribe for more broken builds and challenge runs. I've got some wild ideas brewing for this and other games. What's the most overpowered build you've discovered so far? Drop it in the comments. I want to test out other things. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.